Money doesn't come to those who wish. It doesn't come to those who work the hardest. It comes to those who think rich. If that statement stings, it's meant to, because most people believe wealth is earned only by hustle, by pain, by overexertion. But what if I told you wealth first starts in the mind, long before it ever lands in your account? Every dollar you've earned, every financial breakthrough you've had, every opportunity that ever came to you, it all began with a thought, a signal you broadcast to the world, and the world responded. Thoughts are things, not just ideas, things, tangible, moldable, and powerful, especially when it comes to money. If your dominant thoughts are fear, lack, and doubt, then guess what? That's exactly what you'll attract. You say, I'm not good with money. I'll never be rich. People like me don't succeed. And the universe says, as you wish. But here's the shift. When your thoughts become focused, when your belief is locked in, when your mind begins to think as if wealth is inevitable, your outer world must catch up. This is not magic, it's mental architecture, it's cause and effect. It's the law of attraction married with the law of action. You want wealth? You must first be wealthy in your thinking. The way you talk about money matters. The way you feel when you see a bill matters. The way you react to others' success, it all reflects your relationship with wealth. Richness is not a bank balance. Richness is a belief system. And right now you have the power to shift that belief today, in this moment. Stop saying, I can't afford that. Start asking, how can I afford that? Stop saying money is hard to make. Start believing like opportunities are everywhere, because they are. They've just been hiding from your disbelief. Rewire your thoughts and you will reroute your future. You were born into a financial system you didn't design, a system where most people are trained to struggle, not by malicious intent, but by inherited belief, generational programming. You were taught money is scarce, rich people are greedy, you have to trade time for money. You were shown that struggle is noble, that being good meant being poor, that talking about money is shameful. These lies were planted in your subconscious long before you knew how to spell the word wealth. And now they run your life like background code. Ever wonder why you feel guilty for wanting more? Why you sabotage success the moment it shows up? Why you never feel ready to charge your worth? That's poverty programming. And the most dangerous thing about it, you don't even know it's running because it sounds just like your own voice. It says, be realistic. Don't aim too high. Who do you think you are? But those thoughts aren't yours. They were installed. And the first step to wealth is uninstalling them. Because you'll never make more than you believe you deserve. You'll never charge more than you believe you're worth. You'll never receive more than you feel safe to hold. Money flows to those who are open to it, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. If you are taught that wealth corrupts, then wealth will avoid you. If you believe having money makes you selfish, then you'll sabotage every financial win. If you think money and meaning can't coexist, then your bank account will reflect your inner conflict. So rewrite the code. Start with this truth. Money is a tool. In the hands of the right person, it builds schools, feeds families, changes generations. You are not greedy for wanting more. You are responsible because the more you have, the more you can give. And the more you believe that, you'll begin to live that. Every person has a financial thermostat, a subconscious limit on how much wealth they're comfortable with. Some people are set at survival, some are set at comfort, few are set at abundance, and no matter how much money they make, they'll always return to that setting. You've seen it. The person who wins the lottery and loses it all within a year. The business owner who grows fast but self-destructs when they reach success. The employee who earns more but finds a way to spend it faster. Why? Because their thermostat was never reset. They didn't upgrade their self-image, their internal sense of worth, their identity, and so they returned to the only financial environment their mind could handle. That's why wealth isn't just about what you earn. It's about what you can receive without sabotaging. Ask yourself, what's the most money I've ever made in a year? What happened after that? Did I celebrate or feel guilt? Did I expand or contract? Because that moment reveals your limit. And if you don't raise it, you'll repeat it. Your mind is always trying to protect you, but sometimes it protects you from expansion because expansion feels unsafe. You grew up hearing that rich people are lonely, targeted, stressed, fake. So guess what? When you start making money, your subconscious pulls you back until you reprogram it, until you say, it's safe for me to be wealthy. It's safe to be seen. It's safe to have more than I need. Because the truth is, money only amplifies who you are. If you are kind, money will expand your kindness. If you are generous, money will multiply your giving. If you are wise, money will increase your impact. Wealth doesn't change your character, it reveals it. So raise your thermostat every day. Tell yourself, I am a magnet for aligned abundance. It's normal for me to earn more every year. I am safe, wealthy, and free. Because until your subconscious agrees with your goals, your results will stay stuck. Permit me to speak to you now, not as a distant voice of theory, but as one who has sat at the feet of titans, who has interviewed the giants of American industry, and who distilled their truths into a formula that works for every man, woman, or youth who dares to believe. If you desire riches, and I mean desire them with the fervor of a man drowning who desires air, then I invite you to follow these 6 steps. Do not skip them. Do not doubt them. For in them lies the foundation of every fortune ever amassed. Step 1. Fix in your mind the exact amount of money you desire. You must know precisely what you want, not someday, not a lot. You must set a number. Why? Because vague desire brings vague results. Wealth is like a magnet. It responds to the strength of your focus. The universe cannot deliver to a man who doesn't know what he wants. Step 2. Determine what you intend to give in return. There is no such thing as something for nothing. Nature does not permit it. If you seek to receive, you must be willing to render. What service, what knowledge, what product? Fix this clearly in your mind. For the man who renders more than he is paid for shall soon be paid for more than he renders. Step 3. Establish a definite date by which you intend to possess the money. Time is the measuring rod of progress. A dream without a deadline is but a fantasy. Set a date. Drive a stake in the ground. When you set a deadline, you summon urgency, and urgency sharpens effort. Step 4. Create a definite plan for carrying out your desire and begin at once. It matters not whether you are ready. Begin. Therein lies the difference between success and failure. Those who wait for all lights to turn green before starting the journey never leave their driveway. Action is the seed of wealth. Begin. Adjust later. Step 5. Write out a clear, concise statement. Put on paper the amount of money you desire, what you will give in return, the deadline, the plan. Keep it sharp and present. Write it in the first person. Write it with belief. For what you write begins to rewrite the blueprint of your subconscious mind. Step 6. Read your written statement aloud twice daily, once upon rising, once before sleeping. This, my dear reader, is not ritual, it is transformation. When you read it aloud, you awaken your subconscious. You tell your inner world what your outer world must become. Feel it, see it, speak it with emotion, and soon your entire being will move in harmony with that which you desire. Now let me say this. Most men fail not because the plan does not work, but because they lack the persistence to work the plan. Do not treat these 6 steps lightly. Engrave them upon your soul. Speak them into your life. For they are the same steps followed, whether consciously or not, by every man who has ever amassed riches in honest measure. Your fortune begins not in the bank, but in your belief. And belief, when joined with definite purpose, becomes a force that bends reality itself. Let me leave you with this final and most misunderstood truth. Money is not just material, it is energetic. It responds not only to effort, but to emotion, to vibration, to expectation, to inner alignment. You see, just as the wireless waves that carry music across the air cannot be seen, yet exist and respond to exact frequencies, so too does wealth respond to the frequency of your mind. Your thoughts, your feelings, your inner certainty, they emit a signal, and the world mirrors that signal back to you. When you walk around believing you are poor, you tune into lack. When you feel anxiety about bills, you repel opportunities. But when you live as if money flows, when you embody gratitude for what's coming before it arrives, when you train your emotions to celebrate rather than doubt, you rise to the level where wealth becomes inevitable. This is not a fantasy. It is science. It is metaphysics. It is the practical application of faith and definiteness of purpose. In my life's work, I discovered that the men of great fortune, Carnegie, Ford, Edison, they all possessed what I call a money consciousness. They expected to prosper. They trusted the process. And when setbacks came, they didn't retreat. They recalibrated. The frequency of wealth is calm, certain. It is conviction, not desperation. Desperation signals fear, and fear repels riches. Calm, focused expectation signals belief, and belief magnetizes. You must act from the state of wealth long before you possess it. Walk as if, think as if, speak as if, because the subconscious cannot tell the difference between what is real and what is vividly imagined. And when the subconscious believes it, your life begins to reflect it. Every day, tune yourself to this frequency. Use these tools. Speak abundance. Surround yourself with prosperity-minded people. Consume content that uplifts, not drains. Track evidence of wealth around you, and above all, trust. You are worthy of wealth. You are not meant for mediocrity. You are not born to struggle. You are not less than. You are a thinker, a dreamer, a builder of empires, starting in the workshop of your own mind. So raise your standard, elevate your self-image, refuse to live another day with a thermostat set to survival. You are here to prosper. You are here to expand. And money, my friend, comes to those who think rich. If this message has stirred something within you, do not let it fade. Feed it, return to it, revisit this lesson as often as needed. And if you seek daily reminders, powerful teachings, and a community of minds tuned to the frequency of abundance, then I urge you, subscribe to this channel, not merely for entertainment, not to pass time, but to build the mind that attracts the life you desire. The fortune you seek is waiting, not outside of you, but within. Let this be the moment you decide, think rich, live rich, become rich.